Hi, I'm Mika Truman, and welcome to Frankincense School of Mystical Arts, where you can always find me at FSMA.LIFE. You can find me on my YouTube channel and Rumble, and of course, Twitter as well. So, I would love to share a real interesting topic that I have been shown as of recent, and it's the 144,000. I have heard about them for years. I just never really gave it much mind. And then as of recent, it's been coming up a lot. So I figure, well, I needed to take a look at this because otherwise, why would it be presenting itself to me? So is what I was shown was this group of 144 was handpicked and selected from many galactic families, galactic groups, because I have been shown that there is this mass galactic unit and different galactic bloodlines, and each group picked and hand selected different helpers and people that they thought could represent them in a very positive way and help contribute to this new birth that is coming about. This is such a huge event, a massive event. And you have, as I have been shown, all of the different galactic beings watching this event. And why, you say? Because I get it affects them. I get that this has slowed down progress throughout the galaxy. Our planet being a little bit slow to come along, and it is just what it was. It is what it is. Because we've needed to go in and take out the roots and really make sure that we took out whatever darkness that was keeping the planet down in order to make sure that it was not an issue again. It is not an issue again. And it took all of these, took years and years of planning. But if you think about it, as each galactic world, planet, if you will, for a lack of words, as they gave several beings, they pulled from that energy and that energy and that energy and that energy and many different energy sources, because each galactic family has certain bloodlines, but they have a certain energy trait that is connected to them. So we don't all have the same. We don't all have the same bloodline. We're not the same. We're each different, and we carry different energy fields and magnetic fields. We're just not the same. Each family carries its own amount of powers. And as each family carries its own amount of powers coming down on the planet and is going through this cleanup process and then going into the birth of this brand new world, it needed all of these different, I say 12, because I get there are 12 races, and of course so much more, but these 12 were the most powerhouses, and these 12 were the ones that gave them the most amount of beings to bring down on the planet to help and assist. So each 144 brought and contributed their gifts, and some know it and some don't. And as we go through this process, as I have been shown, many will start to remember who they are and remember why they're here. Now, the glory of this is by other people being around these 144, it activates them. And so here, one person may activate hundreds. Then that hundreds activates thousands, and so on and so forth. So the 144 are the activators, the bringer of light, And they are the ones that are going to carry the beings, the people, the animals, and bring the energy into this new dimension, this new world, this whole new, brand new energy shift. We have to go. And it's just going to shift it over. And I do get it's because of these 144 powerhouses that is going to activate and has already activated and going to take it forward and make it happen. So it is very interesting to me. Some of the different things that I've seen with the whole 144 beings is that they have high energy. Their attitude, their personality, their behavior is very different than norm. They are the ones who most vampires find themselves attracted to. They are the ones who create their own energy. That's why they have so much energy, is because they can actually create it. Where some of the other people on the planet have a really hard time finding the energy to get motivated to do projects. I'm sure you know some of them. And then all of a sudden they try to attach themselves to those that have a lot of energy, have a lot of light, where they can actually use their energy field to help them accomplish their goals. That's who I have seen is part of the whole 144. The rest are the healers and the intuitives and those that have this magic ability of saying things and then all of a sudden they happen. Most of them don't even know that they do this, but they do it. And some of the other ones are able to tap into and have creative thoughts, and they create businesses that flourish and thrive. They create new futuristic technology, and they thrive. They are the healers. They are the herbologists, and they just come up with all these really great ideas, and they work. So you have the healers, you have the energy beings, you have the light workers that they can just walk into a room and not even do anything, and all of a sudden everybody's happy. Because just by their presence has a way of pulling off all this negative and transforming it into positive. They don't even know that they do it, but they do. So you'll have to think about some of these different peoples that you may know. What about some of those that can just look at you and through their eyes are so different and so full of life and full of spark that when they look at you and then they leave, you don't feel the same. You wonder what happened. What was that? I'm sure maybe just you being out and about and going into looking at someone as you're walking down the street and you're staring at them and you have this gaze and they look deep into your soul, but they have triggered different things into your whole being. And you just kind of are left wondering what happened? What was that? You have those too. And those are all part of the 144. You have some political advisors, leaders that are stepping forward that can be part of the 144 as well. Because they are the ones that came to this planet and will not leave it the same. No matter what they do, they will not leave it the same. It will forevermore be changed for the higher good. And just know, I want you to know, you think, okay, is that me? Gosh, I hope it's me. I hope it's me. You know what? And I say this often, but you have to understand that if you're watching this video, then you're probably one of the 144. Otherwise, you wouldn't even clicked on it. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't hear it. There are no accidents. There are no mistakes. And there obviously is a message here for you because you are here. So watch for the 144, and that one particular, or two or three, or even yourself knows there's more here, and there's something different about you. And you know you're here to do something, but you don't know what. Chances are you're probably doing it and you don't even know it. We're in for some wonderful, fabulous times. Oh, one other thing. Watch for this. This is really interesting. I've been hearing about this a lot, where people are starting to see other lifetimes through their own eyes. And what's interesting is that they're seeing lifetimes as someone else. And they can see through their eyes different events, but they see it that it was them. Different past lives are starting to come forward and show themselves. And what's interesting is that I was shown even past lifetimes may be and have been occurring simultaneously. So think about that, because that is a very deep rabbit hole that I will jump into at a later time, but much about that too. I love you all, and we will connect again very soon. Don't forget to jump over to my website, check out my courses, like, subscribe, and do share. Take care.